From harassing Eminem with his juicy peaches. To infuriating a whole ass country.
They got so angry that their Prime Minister, Premier Nazarbayev, actually flew to Washington.
There is a reason why Sacha Baron Cohen is the most sued comedian ever.
But it ended up being very beneficial for Fox.
Because you knew you were okay.
Yeah, we were all right. We knew we were on the right side of the law.
And I can't wait to show you every single moment of Sacha executing this, rage-baiting celebrities like literally no one else.
A side of America that rarely sees the light of day. I refer, of course, to the anus and testicles of my co-star, Ken Division. To breathe in the air that had been trapped in a small pocket between his buttocks for 30 years.
Yes, it's okay with you? Sure. Thank you.
Let's start with the time he descended as an angel to become Eminem's worst nightmare. Yep, I'm talking about the miracle or disaster at the 2009 MTV Awards. Well, depending on where you were seated.
It's been Bruno. It's Scheiße. Mein Kumpel sagt, mein Schwanz ist los. Es ist 2 Sekunden Slim Shady. Come on, let's get a little faster. So, hey, don't touch me, guys. I've already got a boyfriend. Hey, guys, this is my hotel room. Is the real Slim Shady about to stand up? Also, fantastic. I've lost the Kugelsack. My Fleischwaffe has...
He literally made Eminem walk out of there. But what was actually going on behind the scenes?
That was that when I put Eminem, my arse got in Eminem's face.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ever saw that?
No.
You didn't see that?
You should check that out.
No, 2009.
You should check that out.
The Raptors, and he was you was like in a harness, and you had your buttocks was out, and somehow you landed on Eminem's head.
Yeah, accidentally.
Oh shoot, I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was him.
You wild.
Yeah.
So no, but basically, is this Eminem's channel?
Yeah. So be careful.
Oh, no. So I'm giving him a shout out.
Photos right there.
So actually, I got to say, I got to reveal he was in on it. So I got in contact with him beforehand. Yeah, I didn't want to land in Eminem's face without getting the okay from. And I'm wearing a kind of G-string, and my arse ends up in Eminem's face. And so we rehearse it. We rehearse it, and he's like, I remember calling him up and just saying. Hi, Eminem, how's it going? Sacha Baron Cohen, I did Borat, Ali G. He's like, yeah. Anyway, he goes, what do you want? I go, well, how would you feel if I put my arse in your face live in the MTV Awards?
That's just the chaotic mind of Sacha Baron Cohen for you. He basically finds the most unlikely targets and locks onto them, the most shock-inducing A-listers. He's even gone after the President of United States of America. Only when he wasn't POTUS, though.
And how does I call you, like...
You can call me Donald.
For real.
Okay.
It's Trump, innit?
Right.
And Rakim, remember at the beginning, what you did...
TR... It's up there. So, how long has there been businesses?
Well, business started from the day one, from early in the world.
And what was they doing business in back in the day?
Many years ago, hundreds of millions of years ago, people were doing business, and they were trading in rocks and stones and other things.
Who would want to buy rocks?
I don't know, man. You gotta ask them that.
I've got some business idea that I just want to tell you about, and I'll be a fool if...
Very quickly.
What is the most popular thing in the world?
Music.
No.
Tell me.
Ice cream.
Okay.
Everyone has it. And what is the problem with ice cream?
I have no idea.
It drips.
Okay.
So my idea is what?
To make a drip-proof ice cream.
No. Oh, that's a fucking brilliant idea, this. All right, whatever. You ain't going to come out with that, though.
No, I promise you I won't.
Well, my idea is to come out with just like these ice cream gloves that make the ice cream not go on your hands and make it all well sticky. and also keep your hands warm when you was eating the ice cream.
Okay.
Is you win or is you win?
Okay, well, it sounds like a good idea, and I hope you make a lot of money. Good luck, folks. It's been nice seeing you. You take care of yourself, okay?
Is you going to be in on that?
Well, it sounds like an interesting...
We've got like P. Diddy is going to be in.
People always say the British are the best comedians, and I may be biased too, but usually they are not unfazed by weird humor, especially big guns like Jonathan Ross, who actually embraces it. But even John started feeling a little creeped when Sacha started discussing ladies on his show.
I am a friend of him, ladies. He have a show called Fun Talkings, and it have a camera, like you say, in the reception room, like you.
Like in the green room,
and it have one camera in a ladies' toilets. I would like very much see these ladies from all sides make a toilet. Yes? Not so much smoky. Yes?
It looks to me, I don't want to point the finger at her, but it looks to me like Melanie may well be up for it because she seems to be responding in a way. Yeah, I think you, because you were making flirtatious eyes when he said that. You looked
no, it was a frightened expression.
You like to make a toilet, Melanie? How much is she? No, please.
I can't accept cash while the cameras are on.
I have £5. I have $1.
He's got £5, Melanie.
That'll do.
But nobody, I repeat, nobody had it harder than the person who had to bear Sacha's shenanigans every single day. Yep, I'm talking about his wife of 13 years, Isla Fisher. Well, ex-wife now. Maybe because she was never safe, even during acceptance speeches.
My incredible wife, what's her name? Isla? I don't know. Still don't know. It's got so long into the relationship, it's embarrassing to ask. And most of all, I want to thank
Makes me wonder, did he really annoy Isla into leaving him? Because Homegirl was cooked. She even went up at Conan and admitted out loud how she's so done with her then-husband's casually offensive humor.
And I go out and I see you, I run right into you guys and we start chatting. And then I think you mentioned something about how you're sometimes embarrassed to go out with your husband. And I'm thinking, why would... He seems like such a funny guy. And seems like a great guy.
I got to be honest, Conan, there are a lot of social faux pas. I mean, when we first came to Hollywood, we went to this film premiere that Jack Black, was producing a movie, and he invited us. And we arrived, and this lady stood up and made a really long speech. She was a biggish lady in her 60s. And then Jack Black got up and made a short speech, and we watched the whole film. And afterwards, we were congratulating him. And Jack Black said, yeah, if I'd known the movie was going to be so great, I would have made a longer speech. And then Sacha said, yeah, like that woman who wouldn't shut up with the massive boobs. And then Jack said, that was my mom. And then Sacha says, well, big boobs are great. Isla wants big boobs. You want big boobs, right, babe? I was saying it was just worse.
He's digging the hole deeper and deeper.
In Sacha's defense, though, he didn't know she was Jack Black's mom. No, seriously. How would you handle it if you shot yourself in the foot like this in a social setting? Tell me in the comments below, guys. Meanwhile, that wasn't the end of Isla's experiencing the SBC effect just yet. Have you ever wondered how the family reacts to his insanely cancelable projects? Because Conan sure did.
A very funny man, but I'm wondering, what's it like if you're with your family and you're watching your husband's work or one of his movies, and it's one of those scenes that he's kind of famous for? How does that go over with your crowd?
I've got a couple of memories there. Once is the premiere of Bruno in London, where I sat next to my mom, and during one particular scene, my husband's character gives a blowjob to the air, but
he mimes
it, but in an incredibly authentic way. And I just was staring at the screen, and I could feel my mum's eyes turn to me at one point, sort of boring into me, like, really, this is it. And anyway, it was hilarious. And then another time, my dad, bless his heart, and his wife came to Cape Town, where my husband was shooting a movie and wanted to have a set visit. And I didn't check the call sheet, as one, doesn't think it's
right.
And we showed up on set, and there were these elephants in the distance. And I said to my kids and my dad and everyone, look, guys, that's where they're filming. Let's go over and see what's happening. And so we went over there in the buggy, and my husband was inside an animatronic elephant's vagina. And another elephant was having sex with, another robotic elephant was having sex with my husband while he was sort of masturbating it. There was a Bugatti party of elephants. Some were real, some were fake. I was like, I can't explain this to the kids, let alone my dad. I just said, let's get lunch. Let's get lunch.
Yeah. You just cannot explain the man that is Sacha Baron Cohen. I mean, have you ever seen a celebrity bringing ashes to an Oscars red carpet and proceeding to actually throw them at the host? Sacha has been there, done that. Well, okay, I guess not Sacha, but General Aladeen.
This is the... Hello, Death to the West.
May I ask you, who are you wearing?
Who am I? I'm wearing John Galliano, but the socks are from Kmart.
Can we... Which section of the Kmart store were those in?
Well, as Saddam Hussein once said to me, socks are socks. Don't waste money. It gave me an opportunity to bring my dear friend and doubles tennis partner, Kim Jong-il. It was his dream to come to the Oscars and to be sprinkled over the red carpet and over Halle Berry's. It's actually made by South Korea. No, sorry. You've got Kim Jong. You've got Kim Jong-il. Now, if somebody asks you what you're wearing, you will say Kim Jong-il.
Have fun this evening. Well, I had an idea something was coming. I didn't know in what fashion or form.
Ryan.
Poor Ryan's Oscars fit was totally ruined. Man didn't deserve it. But you know what? The next host who got a full frontal from Sacha probably had it coming. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel did invite Borat of all people on his show. So whatever happened next, it's on him.
The first symptom of coronavirus is a green crumb.
A what?
A green crumb. Your testis, Satchel, is green.
Oh.
Is it green?
No, it's not as far as I remember.
I must inspect.
What is this device?
This is just, no, it's the wrong way around.
And how will that tell you if it's green?
Stand, please. I must remove.
All right,
fine.
Be careful, please.
It is fine.
Right.
It's fine. I have him. Careful. Relax. Relax. What's the problem?
Yeah, I know.
What? Pull back your jacket. Don't be ashamed. Pull back your jacket.
All right.
It is fine. Hold on. Relax. Why are you scared? You have something to hide. You have something to hide. Yeah. Last thing, I need you just quickly make a liquid release in this cup.
What?
No.
All right.
It is fine. This one is, hold on.
They don't.
This one here is from Conan.
Oh, you have Conan's. What is that?
And this one is from Fallon's. I didn't do an interview with him. He just gave it to me.
Oh, that's nice. He's very nice. You need one of those from me?
Yes, you can put yours on top of Conan's.
Okay.
I'm sure it's not the first time your sperm has been mixed.
All right. Well, why don't we do that during the commercial break?
Yes,
we'll take a break.
Please.
Borat is here.
Please, start your interview.
I will.
His beef with one country in particular is no secret, though. He based one of his most controversial character, Borat, on them. Mind you, the same one that faced the most legal battles and lawsuits. Sacha does this persona so well that the world actually thinks he belongs to that nation. Honestly, this is rage baiting at its finest.
I know you got quite a lot of flack from Kazakhstan itself.
Yeah, they got very upset because I hosted the MTV Awards as Borat.
Yeah.
And I pretended that their Prime Minister, Premier Nazarbayev, came on. I go, no, Premier Nazarbayev. And I got on my knees and I kissed his crotch.
Yeah.
And they got very, very angry and they decided, we are going to show this is not our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister did not go on to MTV Awards and get oral relief from Borat. So they ended up spending about $30 million in a campaign to prove that they were the real Kazakhstan.
And that Borat was not.
Yeah, but meanwhile, what I decided to do was they got so angry that their Prime Minister, Premier Nazarbayev, actually flew to Washington to complain to the American president. So I heard he was coming, so I thought, bugger this, I'm going to Washington. So I found out the half-an-hour window where he was going to be outside the Kazakh embassy and in the White House. And at that point, I decided to throw a press conference outside the Kazakh embassy, pretending to be the real Kazakhstan.
I want to say this is Sacha Cohen, this Jew comedian is not a real Kazakh. He is controlling the media.
In another one of his random side quests, he decided to gather the most racist group ever. For what? To get their opinion on the biggest mosque built in the area. Yeah, I don't need to tell you how that went, but I can show you.
Tell me about your dream mosque.
There is no dream mosque. We don't want a mosque.
Who wants to see huge economic growth here?
Everybody.
Right. Who wants to see an investment of $385 million? I'm here to tell you that Kingman has been chosen as the location of a brand new, state-of-the-art mosque.
What? State-of-the-art what?
I know some of you are thinking, okay, this is just another typical mosque. This, guys, is going to be the world's largest mosque outside of the Middle East.
Just the word alone scares you.
I mean, confusing the shit out of people is pretty much Sacha's day job. And if you haven't seen him run circles around Bernie Sanders yet, guys, you are missing out on absolute cinema.
May I be personal with you?
Please.
You have a disability.
No, I don't. This here scooter is to conserve my body's finite energy.
Interrupt, but rather than complain about the 1% or the 0.1%, why not make the rest of America and put them into the 1%?
Well, if you put everybody into the 1%, they wouldn't be the 1%.
Well, no, it still would be.
No, it wouldn't be.
If I can...
The rest of the population, by definition, they're not in the 1% if they're the rest of the population.
But
if
you have 199, you just move over the nines. You have the 99% are in the 1%.
Billy, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was forced to see a doctor, and suddenly I had 3 diseases.
Another notorious persona of his is Bruno. And like almost all of his alter egos, they dude is unbothered. You have to hear him giving the most unhinged answers when asked if he date an Iranian or North Korean. Yeah, I know, that question was unhinged from the get-go, but only the best for Bruno and by Bruno. Take a look.
With Kim Jong-il or Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, who would you choose and what would you do? Be specific, please.
I'm not that into King Jong-il. I think that I would choose a night with Ahmadinejad because one night with Bruno and he'll be Ahmadinejad. He's like so cute. He's got that kind of taxi driver chic.
Right.
In my opinion, he's the cutest guy in the whole of the Middle Earth. He's like the kind of Arab George Clooney. You know, a few weeks ago, he famously said that there are no gay people in Iran. Really? So he must be very sexually frustrated. You know, the only nuclear bomb waiting to go off is underneath those grey slacks of his. Cohen is clearly gay. As for his wife, I bet Katie Holmes gets more sex than her. You know, but he's like maybe a Judah. He's a Jew.
Right.
You know, I love Jewish guys, but there's like none of them in Austria. I don't know where they all went.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
It didn't take him long to go from Jews to the most hated person by Jews next.
What do you think was Hitler's impact on military fashion?
Well, basically the Austrians started World War II. And Hitler was responsible for probably the most stylish uniforms the last 3,000 years. Apart from the kind of Air Malaysia, you know, male flight attendants.
Right.
I mean, you might not agree with Adolf's politics, you know, but let's not get into that debate. You know, could be right, could be wrong. But you got to agree that the Jodhpur jackboot combo is sexier than ever. In my opinion, if Hitler had given the troops more colors in their uniforms, then maybe they would have raised more smiles rather than frowns when they marched through Europe. You know, personally, as for his mustache, you know, I mean, there are some people who give some mustaches like a bad name, like Stalin, you know, Einstein and Susan Boyle. And there are some people who look like totally great with one, you know.
Ich really think that the singer Pink would look great. I don't know why he hasn't tried it yet.
Right.
But the thing about Hitler is, ich actually know the grandson of his personal assistant.
Oh, okay.
And apparently behind the scenes, Hitler was a real tyrant. I mean, worse than Elton, you know. In Austria, I have to put him in context though. The size of your moustache indicates the length of your Schwanzenstücke.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that would explain why Freddie Mercury was always so happy.
Right.
And why Adolf was so angry all the time.
Not really, which is great.
You wanted to see if people would recognize you if you just
Yes.
walked
So I
around.
wanted to see. So I went downtown here to see if anyone recognised me.
Yeah.
No. A kind of wonderful man. Okay, I'm going to try this on. Basically, put this on. And so this is it. We just zoom out. Simple mechanism, really. Just you pull down with the strap, and the fluffles would just go straight up to raise the level of the scrotum. That kind of younger look, should you need it. Ensures that the genitalia are not angled in a dangerous manner. The things are, and there we go, that's the rest.
And after every bit of comedic genius Sacha has blessed us with, some of it often goes unnoticed. So, if you have forgotten, I feel it is my utmost responsibility to remind you that he was behind the ultimate icon from Madagascar. That's right, King Julien is a masterpiece brought to life by Sacha Baron Cohen.
I have a lawyer, actually, who moved to Sri Lanka, and he has about 15 guys who work with him who are the experts in constitutional law, and they'll go, you know, in McCain versus Arkansas, 1964, there was clearly this, and they will sort of reference every single...
So they're in Sri Lanka, they know about American law?
Yes, they're just very cheap. That's why we use them.
I see.
And by the way, in case you think that's an offensive accent, it is actually the one I used for King Julien in Madagascar. I like to move it. So that's based on that lawyer. Came back one day and I said, how about I like to move it. And he goes, right. We tried it with the director and suddenly it felt great in that character. And I did it in one go. Physically fit. So it all in one go, no, the New York Giants. You know, it's all the mouth and physically fit, you know, me dancing, all of that, all of King Julien, all the physicality is me.
I guess you can Sacha Baron Cohen, the X-rated Mr. Beast you never knew you needed. But now that you have him, you just cannot get enough. So if you're like me who's obsessed with this highly undigestible brand of comedy, let me know in the comments below. And if you think there's someone ever better than him, drop his name too. I'll make a video on them and see if they fare better. Oh, subscribe too, because how else will you watch what's coming next? Till then, stay insane.